Hey guys, Shadney back with the third process video for this little mini Harry Potter series. Um, so the page I'm working on today, I have this giant oversized photo and it is, let me measure. Sorry, my chair is super squeaky. So like a 9.5 by 11, almost 11 inches. So I'll try to stop moving after that. 9.5-ish by 11-ish inches. And I did take my pencil and just lightly did the outline of the photo there on the background, so I know what's going to get covered up, and then I don't have to I don't have to do all the work to do the background there, and then it's not gonna matter because it's all covered up anyways. So what I'm doing right now is I've got the wreath builder, the star wreath builder stencil, and it's from my shop, and I do have a video a few back that explained a little better how to exactly use it. Basically, you mark the center and there's a little arrow on the corner and you keep that lined up and then you move around and it builds a wreath. So I used the fossilized amber from the Distress Oxide spray, and then I just did the stars where they'll show. I'm doing it as a wreath, but I didn't want like the top and bottom of the wreath will overlap the photo, so that and I didn't want to do the stars over the photo. Like, I didn't want to stencil the stars over the photo. So you'll see what I do in a minute, but right now I'm just working on this background page. So I've got, I don't remember what colors they are, but I've got some shimmer inks that I am splattering across where that wreath stencil is done. I'm going to set that aside and let that dry, and I did that like off camera for a while and came back. It's not like completely dry right now. It was not in this time frame, but I went ahead and adhered that photo down. I didn't do any paper layering or anything like that. And I found this piece of white paper that was already cut into a circle. It's not like 100% necessary or anything. It was just to keep from splattering over her face, and I'll keep my wreath kind of more in a wreath shape, except, I mean, more in a wreath shape. I don't know what I was gonna say. But like basically like keep it from getting all wonky shaped. I don't know the word I was actually trying to say there, but who knows. Anyways, so once this is all splattered with those same splatters from the background, it just continues that line around. And again, there's parts cut out of this video where I let things dry a little more than what it looks like I am. The photo I didn't let dry as long as I did the background, just because I was impatient and wanted to keep going, but I did let it dry a little longer than what it seems like I did. I pulled out this Always title, and it is from my shop as well. And I went ahead and added Stampin' Dimensionals to the back. With larger wood veneer pieces like this, like any larger embellishments, I like to use foam to, especially Stampin' Dimensionals, but foam in general to back them, because it keeps, I don't know, in my head it keeps everything from being too stiff. If you glue it down with like glue, it, I don't know, it makes it really stiff on your page. So in my head it works better, and it keeps it from I don't know if it really keeps it from like warping as much, or if that's just me mentally, like that's just what I want it to do. But I like to use Stampin' Dimensionals to add the bigger embellishments like this. I then pulled out I think it was from One Canoe 2, one of their lines. Or maybe, I don't remember. It was some phrase stickers, and I used the Dream. It was in gold, so it was kind of perfect colored, and so now the title reads Always Dream, and it makes it look like, you know, she's like imagining, like, you know, doing magic and yeah, anyways, so I thought it was kind of a fun title for it. I used my Nuvo liquid, what is it? Nuvo Deluxe Liquid Adhesive, is that what it's called? To adhere the dream down, just to give it some extra stick, and because I did layer it over the always, like partially, so it wasn't all completely flat, so it obviously didn't have enough areas that it was sticking anyways, so I did add the liquid adhesive. And then I also I don't know if you could see it in the video, but it already happened. So I like to use my Stampin' Up! Stampin' Up! Acrylic blocks. They're like they're thick and they're kind of heavier, so they add like the perfect amount of weight if you need to weigh something down. So I like to do the glue and then stick those on top for just a few minutes, and that'll help weight that down while the glue like settles a little bit more. And then I pulled out some brads from a couple different brad sets. One of them is a Disney themed-ish set, and then the other one, I think it was the pirate set, but I can't remember now that it already went out of frame. But I just pulled the burgundy looking like reddish ones out and used those because there's a lot of gold on this, but I want to pull more of that red in, so it's got that red and gold like the Gryffindor colors. So and then I am just adding all the gold glitter stars all over, because you know stars are magical, and you know we just got to. And I just love stars in general, so we're gonna add all the stars. Oh, I forgot I used these gold star stickers. This was out of a sticker book. I want to say the Chamel sticker book. I'm not 100% sure. I can't remember. But it was out of a sticker book. No, hers is silver in it, I'm pretty sure. I don't know what sticker book it came out of, but they're gold star stickers. And I mean, they're metallic, like foiled, but I went ahead and just used, I've kind of been pulling them out to try to keep using them. Like I have a little stack of stuff over to my right on my desk that I've been trying to work through, that are like partial things that can kind of go on almost any layout, like partial packages of embellishments. I was trying to use some up. It's not really helping because I still pull out all the other ones anyways, but you know, whatever. So that was one of those. So I've been trying to use those. What's the opposite of sparingly? There's a word that I'm trying to think of, but I can't think of what the word is. Liberally. Would that be right? I'm like liberally using the star stickers. Anyways, the gold chipboard star stickers are from Studio Calico. I bought those at Christmas last year. Not this last year, but the year before, I think. They were on like a deep discount, so I bought a bunch of those, and I have more somewhere, but I don't really know. I buy things when I can get them cheap, and then I store them, you know, in that safe space that you'll remember, so you won't forget where they are. And then obviously I forgot where they are. I also, my all-time favorite epoxy heart stickers from Felicity Jane. I bought like 10 or 15 packages of those when they were like $2 or $3 for a package. And they're gone now. Like they're all gone because they're all sold out. But I have no idea where I'd put them. I have 10 or 15 packages of them somewhere that I stored so that I would be able to find them and know where they are and keep them safe. But obviously that did not work. So yeah, eventually at some point in the probably very distant future, I will find them, and then I'll be super excited for my past self. But until then, I'm just going to mope a little bit about it, but that is beside the point. Back to all the embellishments. So these are the Harry Potter coins. Well, okay, so in the shop, everything's labeled as Wizard because, you know, Harry Potter's like copyrighted and we're not supposed to use it. But so we have the Wizard coins, which are those circles with the images on them, and they're like 3/4 of an inch, I think, circles. And I like to use the Stampin' Dimensionals with those because they give them just, I mean, like they're the perfect size for that. And then the other one is the Wizard Sprinkle Mix. And that one I think there's a couple, I mean, there's not, I think there are a couple sets in there mixed together because I just have a lot. I like, if I miscut something or if I had extra space, I would cut some more and then save them aside so that whenever I got ready to do these photos, I'd have like lots of sprinkles. And then I ended up using almost all of them on this one page. So, which is totally fine. I really love how this one ended up coming out. It's just so fun and like very magical and like, I don't know, it's like you can feel the movement of the page, which is kind of fun. So the last thing I think that I add to this page are all these little sequin bits, and they are the Wizard sequins, and they have like little, you can't see them as well, but if you're in person and can kind of tilt the page, you can totally see them. Like, it gives it just that perfect amount of like dark brown metallic shimmer. What would that be? Copper, maybe? I don't know. It gives it that perfect amount of shimmer if you see it in person, but like when you're seeing it here, you can't even tell where I added the little hats, but they're little brown witch hats or wizard hats. They look like the sorting hat is the kind of shape where they're kind of tilted over a little bit. So they're really cute and fun. And then I added lots more of the sequins from this mix because there are several different shapes and sizes in that red. So I added lots of the red around to add more color. And then some of the other colors as well. Like, there's some little tiny gold ones and some gold, like little teeny tiny gold cup ones, and then gold glitter ones, and I think there's some like iridescent clearish ones, and then several different reds. There's like, oh, and in this mix, I forgot this mix, there are some red ones that are vintage. I found a shop on Etsy, like, I mean, I found it a couple of years ago, but I was like kind of hoarding the ones that I'd gotten, but she had vintage sequins that were from old dressmakers, that some of them, like, I ordered like 6 or 7 different sets of them, like different colors and stuff, and one of them is the red ones that are in this that are real metallic looking, not the iridescent ones, but the like the metal ones. And then there's some like clover ones that were vintage ones in the St. Patrick's Day sequin mix, which might be sold out. I think I might have 1 or 2 more. I'll check on that. But yeah, anyway, so this was how this layout went. It was just lots of sprinkly bits over and over and over to finish this whole thing out. Oh, that one I just glued down, that was that metallic looking one. That was one of the vintage ones, just so you know. It just made me excited because it was like perfect timing. But anyways, so thank you guys so much for watching. I have one more layout from these. I'm sorry it took me so long to get this one up. I've been playing catch up on like everything else in the world, and like everything I've been avoiding in real life, like as an adult. So so I'm doing the voiceover now for this one, posting it, and then I'm going to do the voiceover for the next one so it can post in a couple days. And then actually later next week on the 27th, on Wednesday, whatever Wednesday is, we're gonna have a hop. My design team is doing a spring hop, so we're gonna have all sorts of fun layouts using product from the shop and fun spring themed layouts, so for lots of inspiration. So thank you guys so much for watching. Here's the up close pictures. I hope you have a wonderful day and happy scrapping. Bye.